Do you feel it? Do you feel it in the air right now? Do you feel the power? Just feel it. It's all around us. Feel it, feel it. Bring it in close. Squeeze it really tight. You can take all that power in. And welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Knowledge. My name is PK, and I like to yell at clouds. And in today's video, I'm going to yell at some clouds because, oh my goodness, this hobby is broken. Whew. Now that we got that out of the way, do I have to say anything in today's live? Like, what craziness just happened today? Just normal day. Working my 9 to 5. Well, 7 to 5, but either way, work my normal day. And I get, shout out to the old Rattle Discord. Listen, if you guys are missing these drops, you're like, oh, I missed this Pokemon Center drop. I don't know how that happened. If you don't have your notifications on the Rattle Discord, that's on you. That's not on me. Every single video for months now, there's probably 100 Rattle Discord links in the description of every single one of these videos, including this one. If you look in, it's literally the third link. I got my Fanatics referral link, then $20 off your first purchase on Fanatics, and then the third link is join the Rattle Discord. If you guys have not joined that, that's on you. Anyways, I get my phone dings, Rattle Discord, Pokemon Center. I don't open a lot of them, but I do open that one. I click on it. What is going on? Journey Together ETBs. All right. It beat Pokemon TCG drops on Twitter. As I was there, adding my quantity limit of 2 to my cart, going in by the time I started checking out, entering my payment information, Pokemon TCG drops hit that link. And then, so it was early. The Rattle Discord beat it. Shout out to Tap. Tap, if you are out there, buddy, you're the all-star today. Tap, you get the MVP for today. Tap, hit the notification to everybody. It went out. Pokemon Center ETBs. I got mine. Copied the link. Sent it to my wife. Said, do me a favor. I'm busy at work. I need you to put your payment information, your credit card. I need you to send this one to the P.O. box because I had my cell phone. So because I had my cell phone, I only had the one IP address. So I couldn't do multiple purchases. I wasn't home with a VPN or nothing like that. I was just literally at work on my phone. So I could only get my 2. So shot the link over to my wife. My wife did her due diligence as my lovely, beautiful bride. She got me a few, and then the links were, the links were coming through. And then later in the day, I actually had some free time. I was actually busy at work. I don't have time to just try to get drops, but luckily everything went through right away. My wife had some trouble as I was talking to her on the phone. It seemed like the site was crashing on her. She had trouble. It took her a few minutes in order to actually check out, or a couple tries, I should say. And I walked her through it. I was like, don't double click on anything. Don't go back. Don't go forwards. Just let the little Pokeball do its thing until eventually everything works its way through. I linked it on my community post 30 minutes after the fact because I was just busy at work. I didn't have time to link, send the link. Sent the link. Got a few more Pokemon pings from the Rattle Discord, just figured it's ETBs. And then later in the day, I'm reading up, and I'm reading everybody's talking about these booster boxes. Booster boxes. Enhanced booster boxes with promo. And I was like, wait, what? I was like, I didn't even know this was happening right now. Didn't even know. So I see everybody talking about it. I'm like, I saw that notification come through for the booster boxes. I didn't pay no mind to it. I was like, oh, booster boxes, I'll pass. But then, everybody was talking about this end promo, and I go and I look in the description, and it's per booster box, one end promo. And then it's funny, I watched Rattle's video after the fact, but the first thing I did, as soon as I saw that, I went on to the PokeBeach article. And when I went on to the PokeBeach article, because I saw that, when I read the PokeBeach article, he had posted at 3:59 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So when I looked at it, he hadn't changed the wording in it yet. And it said one promo per booster box, or an enhanced booster box with one promo. Didn't say that the enhanced would be the only one. And then I see everybody just going absolutely crazy thinking that they landed some crazy gold because, you know, there was this Pokemon Center exclusive promo in their booster box, and that's not going to be the case. It seems like Pokemon's just bringing back box toppers. If you guys don't know, box toppers is not a new thing. There used to be jumbo box toppers, so you have like a legendary collection, Expedition, Aquapolis, Skyridge. Those are all the jumbo box toppers, but then you had like the smaller ones. Shout out to, you know, the Pikachu from Legend Maker. I've talked about that. I actually made a whole video talking about that Pikachu box topper from Legend Maker. EX Team Rocket. There's all the like the smaller cards too, and even like the Holland Phantoms box. When IIC reached out to me about that fake Holland Phantoms booster box, when they scanned it, it didn't have the Mew box topper in it. The Mew is just a regular size card, but it's the box topper Mew. So like even Holland Phantoms has one. So box toppers are not new to this hobby, but it's been a long time, and I don't even know. Can't even think like what was the last set that had box toppers. So Phantoms, I don't know, I'd have to think about it, which is the last set that has box toppers. But you know, everybody thought they had like this crazy gold, but it was funny watching that because people thought that that might be an exclusive. Booster boxes sold out on Pokemon Center. Did you hear me? Did you hear me? Booster boxes. Booster boxes sold out on Pokemon Center. The amount of traffic that is required to buy out as many Pokemon Center ETBs that it would drop, there was probably close to 160,000, assuming the numbers are similar to, you know, most recent drop. So most recent drop of Prismatic Evolutions, 160 Pokemon Center ETBs dropped. We kind of know that number. I linked that video in last video, the one before. So about 160,000 for Prismatic. Even on the lowest end, we've seen like 60, 80,000 ETBs. So there is enough buying pressure to clear out potentially 100,000. We're just, for easy numbers, going to say 100,000 ETBs instantly. Then booster boxes at full MSRP. There was enough demand in this hobby to wipe that out. To the point where I finally like realized that in the notifications when I went back and I looked and I was like, what is all this? Like, what is it called? So I got the PokeBeach article right here. So this is what he put. And because I went and I read the PokeBeach article talking about like the different products that were going to be in it. But yeah. So, yeah, each booster box of this set is now called Enhanced Booster Box. So I'll show you guys right here. This is it. This is your promo card that you're probably going to get in it. This Reshiram is probably going to be your promo card that you get in there. But, so yeah, there's just promo cards in all of them now. You can see it if you look at this booster box image. Includes one bonus illustration rare style promo card. So that's all it is. There is enough demand in this hobby. Think about it. Think about how many people is required to buy out Pokemon Center at release, to crash the website to all oblivion. That website just evaporated with the amount of people that were going on there. The amount of people that still wanted it and they couldn't get it. And we're not talking unlimited like limits to people. It was 2 per person. 2 per person. It sold out in minutes. The demand in this hobby, unprecedented. You can't just look at that and deny this anymore. To think that this hobby could cut in half right now, and it's still the craziest we've ever seen. 2020 like doesn't hold anything to this anymore. There is today and then everything else. We can now compare everything else to today, just like we tried to compare today to 2020. You know, I think the only difference is in 2020 is we saw a lot of like, you know, singles and vintage just 300x, 400x because of just supply. Just supply didn't exist, especially in the graded market, especially in the vintage market. We saw a lot of that. And, you know, maybe you can make the argument that some of that stuff was undervalued at the time, and then we saw a lot of that stuff went crazy in price, and then a lot of it corrected, and it corrected where, in a lot of people's opinions, a lot of those cards should be. Maybe that's the only thing that performed way better in 2020 than we're seeing right now today. wiped out, evaporated, entire stocks on Pokemon Center. People running to GameStops. If you don't know, you could go to your GameStops in person, you could pre-order ETBs, and you could pre-order booster boxes right now at your GameStop. So, like, people ran there to get product. This is boom time. This is crazy, 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 crazy boom time. Where do we go from here? You know? How do I phrase this? What is possible right now? Right? Like, I think that's the question a lot of people are just asking. It's like, what is possible? Anybody that made predictions, everybody's off. But we're not off in a bad way. We're off in the most magical, most special, most fantastic sort of way. We were all too low on our guesses. Anyone who guessed on where the hobby would be right now today, we're off. Lost Origin, every booster box, Lost Origin, Fusion Strike. I think one of the last booster boxes available right now is Battle Styles. Here, you guys want a hot take? You could go, Battle Styles booster boxes are on TCG Player 145 right now. I'm going to give you guys a hot take right now. And you could quote me on this. You could call me out on it. You could go on PokemonCenter.com right now. Let's see if Battle Styles booster boxes are still available right now today. $143. Time recording this video is 1/9/2025. Mark it down. By 2/9/2025. This is a $225 booster box. That's 1 month from today. 100 you could buy it right now. 143 on Pokemon Center. Buy it 145 on TCG Player. Mark my words. 2/9/2025. February 9th. $225 minimum booster box. Minimum. Maybe more. Maybe $250. I don't know. As soon as that's just where we are. This is like, that's where we're at. And you know what? Maybe I'm too high. I don't care. What's the worst case scenario in any of this anymore? That's the dangerous thing. It's like, who cares? What's the worst case scenario? What's the worst thing that happens to you? You think, this is what I'll make you a deal. By February 9th of next month, I will guarantee that this box is not less than it is right now on PokemonCenter.com. I guarantee that it's not less than $143. I guarantee that it's more. Use the G word. Never use the G word. G word might as well be the C word. Community in this hobby. Using the G word. Guarantee. This box is not less than MSRP next month. That's crazy. You guarantee that there's no way this goes down. No way. Zero downside risk. Now, could there be things that outperform Battle Styles in the next month? Nope. Maybe. I don't think so. I think that's just where we're at. That's where we're at right now. Is at this stupid thing that nobody wants is available right now to go order. You'll get, I don't even know, how many can I add? Is it unlimited? Can I add 11? Yeah. How many can I add? Unlimited. You can just keep adding 36 more. Oh, okay. Unable to add more. Okay. Oh, 48. Sorry, 48 is the purchase limit. Can't add. So you could order up to 48 of these on January 9th. That's where we're at. You can order 48. That's your order limit. 48 booster boxes of Battle Styles. That's how many you can order right now at the time of recording this video. A month from now, 225. I'm calling. What do you want to do? Like, I'll give you an example. I got a trash can right here. This trash can full of these stupid tins that I just broke down that I got from Pokemon Center. You know what? It was the most recent ping we got in the Rattle Discord. Do you know what was in those tins? A pack of Fusion Strike and a pack of Chillin' Rain. And do you want to know what happened when I opened those packs? I went like this. Yes. I was happy that I got the Fusion Strike and Chillin' Rain packs instead of whatever. The other ones like Battle Styles and Astral Radiant. There's 2 different things you get in those tins. But I got lucky. I got the Chillin' Rain and the Fusion Strike one. Do you hear what I just said? I went, yes, over Fusion Strike and Chillin' Rain packs. Chillin' Rain, remember? As I walked through the valley of the $79.95 booster box, I fear no evil. That was Chillin' Rain. Fusion Strike, the other booster box at that same moment, that was $80. And I just got a tin that I paid full MSRP for off Pokemon Center, and I opened them up, and I got packs of Fusion Strike and Chillin' Rain, and I went, yes! Perspective. Perspective is everything in this hobby. Who cares? As I walk through the valley of $79.95 booster box, I just bought tins to get Chillin' Rain packs. Tins. We booming. We booming. Now, also, did you see in my thumbnail? Did you? You see that little One Piece promo? So PSA Magazine now has their second One Piece promo. This is all released today. No brainer. Just like the other One Piece promo from the PSA Magazine. No brainer. No brainer on this. Yeah, I'm using the G word. No brainer words. If you guys do not have a PSA membership, what are you doing? What are you doing? Get your PSA membership right now. What are you waiting for? There's another One Piece promo that's coming in there. If you guys don't know, on Fanatics, if you have the $150 a year tier, you get $60 in Fanatics Live credits. You come to one of my streams and you could spend your $60 and you get $60 worth of free stuff. You could go buy some sealed packs. You could go buy some auctions. You could buy into some rips. You could do whatever. It's free money. It's free. It's free $60 for having your membership, which I say it's free. Obviously, you got to pay for your membership, which is $150 a year. The amount of people that didn't even know that credit either existed, or number two, never even cared about it, meaning they didn't even want to try to redeem it. They're like, I'm not doing this. The amount of people that just got free stuff is crazy. Our first stream, me and Dan had so many people come in and just redeem their $60 credits. At the time, we had what was our cheap booster box? Stellar Crown. We had Stellar Crown booster boxes for $120 in the buy it now section. A lot of people had their $60 credit. People were getting $60 Stellar Crown booster boxes. TikTok, eat your heart out. We were giving people $60 booster boxes just to use their credits because that's free. And then you're getting the promo now. You already got the first One Piece promo. The Luffy promo paid for your membership last year. You're going to get another promo that's going to help pay for it this year. You're going to get your $6 in Fanatics Live credit. Just get your PSA membership. If you send cards away, you're going to get $1 off for every card you send just for having the membership. And if you send enough cards, you got to send 150 cards a year. For some people, I mean, that's less than 13 cards a year. For some people, maybe 13 cards a month. Maybe for some people, that's a lot. Maybe you don't even send 13 cards a month. If it's not worth it for you for the membership, don't do it. But I think that promo card's going to be, it's not going to do Luffy things, but I think it's going to do well. It's a free card. Listen, free. Free is good. We like free. Free is great. The Squirtle Pokemon Center Reverse Holo Stamp promo from 151, free. We like free. Now, shameless plug. You guys ready for this? Put your seatbelt on. You got your seatbelt on? Speaking of Fanatics Live, Mr. Danny Catch 'em All Collectibles will be here in the PK Grandma's basement on Saturday, January 25th. So that is a little over 2 weeks from today. Listen, this is my ceiling right here. As I touch my ceiling. Oh, Mr. Danny Catch 'em All Collectibles might have to walk down those stairs right there, and he might have to crawl over to this desk. But we'll be here. Me and Dan. If you guys don't know, the last time me and him were in the same room, we had a pretty epic first ever live stream. We did a lot of high-end stuff. This is no different. Not only are we going to be doing high-end stuff, me and Dan are going to be breaking a first edition. That would be cool. Me and Dan are going to be breaking an unlimited base set booster box. 36 packs. We're going to be auctioning off said 36 packs. Those auctions are all going to start at $1. Yes. Me and Dan, we do $1 auctions. We're doing 36 base set packs for $1. Fanatics Live here Saturday. And in between items, me and Dan are going to be doing a lot of high-end stuff. Or high-end, multiple, There will be multiple $100 cards, multiple booster boxes, multiple sealed products, multiple cool stuff. There's going to be a lot of cool stuff. And that's going to be this Saturday, the 25th. So if you guys want to tune in for that, also on my YouTube channel, me and Dan will be live on the channel right before we break that booster box. And they'll be right here in the Grandma's basement. I'll be doing my first ever base set booster box break. All auctions starting at $1. Pretty cool, huh? So if you got your Fanatics Live credit, you want to get your promo, you could just buy a pack, and then yeah, maybe the packs are going to be, you know, a couple $100 or whatever. They're still base set packs, but you get $60 off a base set pack. We'll be breaking the heavies, shipping sealed delights. It's going to be fun. And it's going to be, yeah, me and Dana, we're going to do a stream right before on my channel. So yeah, it'll be the first time that I ever have somebody sitting next to me. I don't know. We can sit right here. We can sit right here. But yeah, it'll be the first time we ever have somebody here in person for a live. It'll be a lot of fun. So yeah, that's pretty big news. First, or base set booster box break, Saturday the 25th. Isn't that crazy? Told me a year ago I'd be breaking. If you told me 1 year ago, so January 9th, 2024, if you told me next year, PK, you're going to be breaking a base set booster box in your basement, I'd say, no, I don't think so. I wouldn't have ruled it out. I wouldn't have said impossible. But I would have said, no, I don't think that's correct. I don't think I'm going to be breaking a base set booster box. But here we are in 2 weeks. I'm going to be breaking a base set booster box in the Grandma's basement. And, you know, as a child, I never pulled the Raichu. Never. It literally created this monster that you see in front of you, who's on this crazy Pokemon journey. Me never pulling a base set Raichu was the catalyst for me continuing to get back into this hobby and me going down the rabbit hole and until whatever shell of a human being you see in front of you, that is me. That was all because I never pulled a base set Raichu as a child. And then as an adult, I never pulled a base set Raichu from a pack. Maybe, just maybe, on Saturday the 25th, I will finally. It's fine that I'm gonna pull that for somebody else, just to have that experience that after 25 years will all just finally happen if I could pull that Raichu. But with my luck, we could almost probably guarantee it might be a 2 Charizard box for all I know, but it probably will be a no Raichu box if my luck is there. But yeah, man, what a journey we've been on, huh? The journey this hobby's been on. Now you guys are probably wondering, what are my thoughts on Journey Together? Should you buy it at MSRP right now? Should you try to be getting it, locking in pre-orders? Yeah. Yeah. What's in the set? Yeah, it doesn't matter. I mean, it's got N. What is N's real name? It's some real long name. I don't remember. I know N's has like a real name. It's like a weird name you would never know. Obviously, N, Unova, Black and White region. And N is funny because N's one of those trainers. What's like the backstory? This will be really testing my knowledge right now. N, he was like grew up. He was orphan, and he was able to like call around wild Pokemon. N was the leader of Team Plasma, and N thought he was a good guy. Team Plasma were all a-holes though, so really he was like the leader of the bad guys. But N's whole thing was, it's kind of like anti the entire premise of Pokemon. N thought that trainers were inherently bad because it was like what they were doing was animal abuse. They were making Pokemon fight, and he thought Pokemon should not fight. And the whole point of the Black and White video games is, it's like the whole Reshiram and Zekrom thing. The world and the whole premise of the game and the whole meaning of Black and White, which I think is a great analogy for this hobby, especially for investing, is the whole argument in Black and White is nothing is black and white. That's the whole point of that. The whole reason behind the whole usage of the name Black and White is because there is, and I forget, it's like the Reshiram and the Zekrom, they represent truth, and they represent like one like going with your gut is like the other one. Or sorry, like, and the whole point of black and white is that, yeah, the world is not black or white, but there's the gray area in between. Like, that's the whole premise of the thought behind black and white, is that that's just it. The world's not black and white. It's gray. There's the answer to all your questions is probably that gray area in between. And I think that's a great analogy just for this hobby, investing. Nothing in this hobby, nothing in collecting, nothing in investing, nothing in trying to navigate 20 and 25 is a simple black or white answer. There is no black or white when it comes to what's going on right now. There is always just that gray area in between. I think it's a perfect analogy. And so you got N. I mean, some people like N. I think he's cool. I think he's a cool trainer. I think we're going to see some really cool cards. I think the hobby just can't be withheld right now. I think right now the problem is journeying together, the same problem that Prismatic Evolutions went through. You know, a lot of people are saying Prismatic Evolutions was underprinted. No, I think enough people have covered this. Enough people have talked about it. Prismatic Evolutions was not underprinted. The problem was it's just spread out through so many people. Anybody that has distribution, anyone. I don't care if it's Mr. Bill down the street that only ever deals in sports cards and he never buys Pokemon ever, and he could care less. Bill's buying Pokemon right now because there is just free easy tendies. So even though Bill doesn't have a huge allocation, Bill still gets like one case of booster boxes. And every other sports guy who never buys Pokemon and just focuses on sports, and every Magic guy and every Yu-Gi-Oh guy, and or Digimon isn't a thing anymore, but every, you know, every bankrupt MetaZoo buyer, they're all, anybody that has distribution is just asking for Pokemon, whatever you can give me. So the problem is that allocation is just not going out to the people it normally does. It's just so spread out. So because it's so spread out, it feels like it's a lot scarcer than maybe it is. But that's the same issue we're going to run into journeying together. I promise you, there's nobody with distribution right now is looking at Prismatic Evolutions, looking at the absolute craziness of Journey Together on PokemonCenter.com and going, I'm going to pass at this at distribution pricing. Ooh, $92.50 a box, $95 a booster box from distribution, $32 per ETB. I don't know. I think I'll pass on this one. This it's probably not a good choice. There's nobody doing that. I mean, that's not a thing right now. So we're going to run the same thing with Journey Together. It's just going to be so spread out. Hopefully your saving grace is going to be big box retail, your Targets, your Walmarts. Obviously GameStop's doing the in-person pre-orders. My best recommendation for you for GameStop pre-orders, I think it's like you got to put $25 down for a booster box, $5 down for an ETB. A lot of people have had GameStop pre-orders canceled. Do you know that and this is still an open question, no one has ever been canceled on a GameStop pre-order who paid full price? Because you have the ability to put $5 down for the ETB and pay the rest when you pick it up, or you have the option to just pay your entire balance at the time of like putting that reservation in. And my recommendation always is, if you have the money, if you're pre-ordering a couple, pay it all off right at pre-order, right when you're at the counter and they say, okay, that'll be $5 down. Say, can I just pay off the entire balance? And they will say yes. So that is my recommendation to you guys. If you are worried about your pre-orders getting canceled, they will cancel like the $5 ones, but they never cancel, at least in my opinion. And this was a good example of like the Charizard UPCs. They did cut some people down from the Charizard UPCs, but anybody that did the full pre-order and they paid up front, none of those people got cut in their allocation. There are some people walked out the door with 10 Charizard UPCs because they had done the full pre-order. So that is my recommendation to you. MSRP, yeah, I mean, 163 on Pokemon, or 161 on Pokemon Center. I think a lot of people got burned there, but listen, on Pokemon Center, you got the ability to cancel pre-orders. So for those people that did, my recommendation to you is I wouldn't cancel that pre-order right now, because Pokemon doesn't charge you till they ship. So the people that did get the pre-orders in for Pokemon Center, 0 times in the history of this hobby have I ever told you that maybe PokemonCenter.com was a play. But hey, the fact that you're able to pre-order it from Pokemon Center, knowing you're going to get it, and right up till release, you have ability to cancel that pre-order at any time. Anytime you could cancel that on PokemonCenter.com. Keep it. Just keep the pre-order. Just see what the market is doing right before release. There might be a world in which right at release, boxes are, selling 170. I mean, we saw Surgeon at like 125, 150, between 125 and 150 really quick at release. And when it was like 120, 150 almost overnight. Shot the Hills Wholesale Gaming. I think I showed Surgeon. Speaking of which, Hills Wholesale Gaming, you know what we have not done in a long time? We have not done a Twilight Masquerade heat check. What are we doing? How long has it been since we've done a... It's been a long time since we've done a Hills heat check for Twilight. You remember when I was showing Hills Wholesale Gaming on Twilight Masquerade booster boxes for sub $600? Did anybody here remember that? Because, there'll be some people out there be like, no one said Twilight Masquerade was going to be a good set. You can't use the word nobody when there's only one person that was doing heat checks of Twilight Masquerade. Let's see. Pull it up right now. Let's do a little heat check. Where are we right now? There's Temple Forces Twilight Masquerade booster case. Look at that. 6 boxes, $1,050. That is a nice heat check right there if I've seen it. Single booster boxes, $175. When we started doing heat checks, booster boxes were at $95. That's where we started our heat checks. 95 bucks. And I told you guys, I said, I got a feeling. Now, obviously, Surgeon Sparks completely sold out of everything. Just for one Surgeon Sparks ETB, $85 here is, oh my goodness. The only thing that is junk is this. Shrouded Fable. Ah, boy. Heat checks are important. Heat checks are good for perspective. But, Prismatic too. Right at release, you might see our first ever $1,000 raw card in the Umbreon. Raw card. We saw the Pikachu hit 600 bucks from Surgeon. That's a main expansion. There's some nice SIRs from Surgeon Sparks. I mean, you got the Milotic, obviously. You got the Latias. You got the Pikachu. You got the Sledge, the Hydreigon, the Execute. There's some nice SIRs. The Lisa's Appeals in there. Clement's Quick Wit. What else? There's a couple other ones. There's a few SIRs for sure. You want to know the problem with Prismatic Evolutions? 32. There's going to be 32 SIRs. It's Prismatic Evolutions. 32. That is a lot. That is a lot of cards that are going to be special illustration rares. To be able to pull the one card you want with 32 illustration rares is going to be extremely, extremely hard. It's going to be way harder to pull that Umbreon in relative to the Pikachu. And then price-wise, at least for the Pikachu, you could still pick up booster boxes at release for 125, so that's 36 packs. You could still pick up cases for 600 bucks at release. So, you could open up 6 booster boxes worth of packs. So 36 times 6, what is that? 248. Math is hard. 36 times 6. Nope, 216. Math is hard. 216 packs per case. You can at least open that up for 600 bucks. You're not going to be able to open anything close to that for Prismatic Evolutions dollar-wise. It's going to be super expensive to open up a ton of packs. A lot of people are just financially not going to be able to do it. We're probably looking at $15 per pack at release. I mean, well, technically we already are. I mean, booster boxes, ETBs are already at $150. So you're already looking at $15 per pack opposed to like a $4 pack of Surgeon Sparks at release. So what is that? Almost close to 4x the price of Surgeon Sparks at release with way more SIRs. Pikachu managed to hit $600 for, at release for the raw card. I don't think it's a crazy thing for me to say that Umbreon is a $1,000 card at release. That's going to be our first ever $1,000 at release raw card. Even in the crazy hype, which was 2020, we saw $1,300 Pikachu VMAXs from Surgeon Sparks, but that was in a PSA 10. That wasn't a raw chunk of chew at $1,300. That was a PSA 10 Pikachu from Surgeon Sparks during the crazy hype, which was, Surgeon Sparks came out in November 2020. The Logan Paul box break was October 2020. That was peak hype, crazy boom, everybody piling in, and we got to see that Pikachu hit $1,300 in a PSA 10. I just told you we might see the Umbreon hit $1,000 raw. There's nothing to compare this to right now. There's nothing. You want to hear a crazy hot take? ETBs are $150 for Prismatic right now. There might be some people who could open enough product. There might be positive EV, yes, positive expected value opening up $150 ETB, depending on what you hit, depending on that set list. You got all the evolutions right there. There will be no cheap evolutions. There won't be. What's going on? I understand you might hear the words I'm saying and be like, none of this is possible. All this is possible. I promise you. $1,000 Umbreons at release. Very possible. $150 ETB to be open and have potential EV by, cannibalizing it down when you look at the promo and stuff. Possible. Also brick hard, but welcome to Pokemon. Welcome to pack opening if you don't think you're going to brick. Like, think about it. There's a lot of stuff that's going to happen right now. And the problem is the Journey Together set now is going to come off the heels of that. The Journey Together is going to come off the heels of no Prismatic Evolutions is going to be available still at the time of Journey Together. It's not like, oh, we're at this crazy hype today, the 16th or 17th, whatever that Friday is. Well, what's the release date? The 17th. It's not like, oh, after the 17th, all the shelves are restocked again and nobody cares and all the demand drops off cliff. No, it's not like that either. I just got a message from PokeKid and he said, and it's confirmed there's God packs for English. Confirmed God packs in English. Master Balls for Prismatic. Tell me there's a God pack in Prismatic Evolutions with a potential $1,000 Umbreon in it. I know a lot of people are like, there's no way. We saw $600 Pikachu SIRs. $1,000 Umbreon is 100% possible in my opinion. 100% possible. I just told you we had $600 Pikachu SIRs at release. The first ever Pikachu PSA 10, we had him on the channel. We brought the man that sold the crazy Pikachu SIR, and he sold it for $3,100 in a PSA 10. That was the first to market Pikachu SIR. $3,100 PSA 10. That was real for Surgeon Sparks. $600 raw card. That was real. Prismatic. Better bet your ass that's all going to be real. You don't think we could potentially see $3,100 for a first to market Umbreon and a $1,000 card? Then what are you? What hobby are you involved in? That's the thing. I don't think a lot of people are like pushing back against that right now. I think a lot of people are just like, yeah, that's it. So we're going to come off of Prismatic with all the hype still there. Journey Together, it's going to be crazy. It's a play at MSRP. I'm sorry. The streamers are going to be streaming. The streamers are going to stream. The rippers are going to rip. The degens are going to degens. The investors are going to invest. The players are going to play. And the haters are going to hate. But you know what? I'm going to dust it off. And shake it off. You know why? Because this is 2025, baby. We're not 2024 now. We're 2025. Let the haters. The haters can hate. And the players can play. The great prophet, old T Swifty there. I think it goes Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, T Swifty. I think those are the 5 books of the Bible. Maybe that's the book of Pokemon. Maybe that's the book of Pokemon Invest in. It's just a rocket ship. Do you think if I wrote... one day I'm going to write a book. It's going to be how to invest in Pokemon, and it's going to just be one page. And it's going to go, turn to the next page to know how to invest in Pokemon. You just flip the page, and it's just a rocket ship. That's all. It's just a rocket ship going to the moon, and there's a little buy. It just says B-U-I. That's it, buy. by. Oh yeah, we're all getting burned. I mean, this is gonna all crash and burn eventually. Eventually is a really subjective word. That's a really open term. Eventually, but this shit will all come crashing down on people soon. But not yet. Not yet. We're strapped in, baby. We're on the rocket. You know, feel the G-forces. You ever seen like the people that go around on the G-force, like it's not like a whatever, that little thing that spins around and their face like gets pushed back, and all these like young people, it pushes their face back and they all look like all messed up and all old and stuff. Some people are passing out, other people are just vomiting, you know. Just that's this ride we're on. We're on that thing. We're on that G-force simulator. And then there's just that one crazy dude. And then, you know, you got to go on there and you're holding on to that joystick and you got to go like, hoo, 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 and you got to push because you're literally trying to force the blood into your brain going, hoo, 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 hoo. You're trying to actually like force blood into your brain right now so you don't pass out. That is this hobby. That is the analogy of what's going on right now. Journey Together came out pre-releases and people had their phones, right? They were sitting at home, they were sitting at work, they were sitting at their office desk. Some people were probably driving in the car and they got that notification. People on their phone, just like people are holding on to that joystick on that G-force stimulator. People are looking at their phone and they're going, hoo, 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 and they're just trying to force the blood to their brain because they're afraid that they're going to pass out right now and that they're going to miss this Pokemon Center Journey Together ETB drop. Other people live in California, waking up at 5 a.m., crawling out of bed, like just crawling out of bed, looking at their phone, and they're in bed, and their wives and significant others must be like, what are you doing? Who are you texting at 5 a.m.? And they're just like, I'm not fucking texting anybody. I'm trying to get these. Just leave me alone. I'm trying to get this ETB. That was probably a real situation. I bet you that happened. There was some girlfriend or wife who is jealous, thinking that their husband is texting some chick at 5 a.m. and he's going, and he's there, and then she's trying to go back to bed, and all she hears is him laying in the bed, and he's going, hoo, 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 because he's trying to force that blood to his brain because he's afraid he's gonna pass out. Because he's on the simulator. That is the world we're living in. Journey Together is going to be crazy. Team Rocket's not here yet. Remember Team Rocket? Don't forget about Team Rocket. Team Rocket's still coming, baby. Oh yeah, it's coming. How are we going to spell it's coming? There's 2 ways to spell come. It's coming one of the ways. All over the place. Ectoplasma all over the place. Team Rocket is coming. We're not there yet. Oh my goodness. What is 2024 or 2025 going to be like? Snowy said, we love you, PK. Snowy, I love you, buddy. I appreciate the super chat. Oh. Yep. We are. I'm going to give you a little perspective, a little food for thought, a little Scooby snacks for you. Everybody likes a good Scooby snack. Because we're going to go try to solve a mystery in the mystery van. Alright. Prismatic Evolutions. Hype. Tons of people. People are funneling back in right now. Droves of people. The short bus. Every day, there's a new short bus. And it's not every day. No. It's every minute. A new short bus pulls up. And you got all the kids that are usually on the short bus. They're all piling out. They're piling out into the hobby. All the short buses. And they're just a line. And just a line of short buses. All these new people coming in Prismatic Evolutions. Journey Together. The hype's not stopping. Glory of the Team Rocket. The hype's not stopping. Next year brings a 30th anniversary. 30th anniversary is coming. You remember celebrations? You want to know what the 20th anniversary looked like? The 20th anniversary was Pokemon Go. The 20th anniversary was Evolutions. The 20th anniversary was Celebrations. Think of all the craziness that the 20th anniversary brought. Then remember the 25th anniversary was Celebrations. And then we're going to come into the 30th anniversary. Nipping off the heels of some of the greatest sets we've ever seen in the craziest hype period we've ever seen. And then right now we have Pokemon Pocket on our phones. And Pokemon Pocket is putting out the most preposterously insane, fantastic, unbelievable card artworks that we have ever seen. Unfortunately, they are just in digital form. They are literally virtual cards, playing cards, CARDS. Now, there is a possibility that we see a Pokemon Pocket actual physical trading card game. There's no reason why a lot of these Pokemon Pocket, they need to only stay digital, that they cannot break the they can't break the fourth wall and come out of the phone and become an actual physical thing. Sure, it can be. So I'm not ruling out a Pokemon Pocket, expansion. I don't know when that will be, but right now, have you looked at Pokemon Pocket? Have you seen the cards that are in there? Have you seen the artworks? Oh my goodness. That set will break this hobby. Will just, whatever. This is Chernobyl. This is our Chernobyl. This is our Chernobyl. You ever seen the movie? Like, you can't live here anymore. It's radioactive. Everything here is radioactive. And if you spend too much time around it, you're going to die. And it's going to mess you up so bad that it might rewrite some of your genetic code. So not only is it going to mess you up, it's going to mess your kids up. Welcome to the world of gamma radiation, Like, it's going to rewrite your DNA code. It's going to break you down on a molecular level. Molecular. This is generational right now. Is it going to rebuild the fabric of space-time? That's what this hobby is doing right now. This, Chill and Rain. Remember that? Remember I always tell you my good lesson I learned from Chill and Rain? As I walk through the valley of $795 booster box, I fear no evil. And that was my biggest bad play I made in this hobby, that I went heavy on Chill and Rain at $79 a booster box. Have you seen what prices of Chill and Rain booster boxes are right now on TCG Player? $375. That was my bad play. And my $79 booster box is now selling for $375. That is my bad play. You want to know why it was my bad play? Because I could have bought Evolving Skies at $95. And Evolving Skies, what's Evolving Skies going to be? It's a $1,500 booster box. When's it going to be a $2,000? When's Evolving Skies going to start giving Team Up a run for its money? Like, what's going on? What is not possible anymore? Like, money's fake at this point. Find me the guy. Find me the guy who has made bad buys. Find me him. Find me him. Bring him to me, so I could bring him on this channel. It's the king of whoever that person is. They're the king of the Timmies. He's the Timmy King, because who's losing money right now? Bring him to me. Like, I would love to interview that guy. Find me the guy that just lost a ton of money recently. Like, what were you buying? That's a problem. It's just, you're only going to be rewarded for so long. I know I talk crazy, all this crazy hype stuff, and it's true right now, but man, eventually. I mean, you can't have stuff exponentially go up into perpetuity. Like, you can't have, but then again, who knows? So, unexpected demand, or how do we put this? Unprecedented print runs meeting unexpected, unprecedented, I'm trying to think of the best way to put this. Unprecedented print runs meeting unprecedented demand. It's like the unstoppable force meeting the unmovable object. I think that is the best way. It's the same thing. That unstoppable force hitting that unmovable object. That is the same thing as unprecedented print runs meeting unprecedented demand. So even though right now a lot of this shit is getting printed to as much as the printers could print, I mean, just print mode, like burn mode, like just printers are going to print. And you know what? Man, I wish I was a Pokemon executive, because they must walk through that print facility, and when those sheets are flying through those card printers, man, to those executives, it must just sound like cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. They might as well be cash registers right now, just pumping out dollar bills. Listen, there's two people in the United States that I know right now can print money. One of those is the Federal Reserve. They can print free $100 bills. The second people that I know right now can print free $100 bills is a Pokemon Center. Pokemon can just print $100 bills anytime they want. They just, like, Oh, we want a couple $1 million. Reprint Surgeon Sparks. We want a couple $1 million more. Let's print more Prismatic Evolutions. You want way $100 million more. Let's take a random card and let's put Pokemon Center stamp on it. Let's take a Pikachu and put a gray felt hat on it. And copy Vincent Van Gogh's artwork. Just, you want to make $1 million? Take a Pikachu, put clothes on him. You want to make $1 trillion? Make a Pokemon Super Smash Brothers crossover TCG, where it's literally just Pokemon dressed up as Super Smash Brother characters. You got Link, you got Zelda, you got Mario, you got Luigi, you got Samus, you got Fox. Just Super Smash Brother, you make $1 trillion. You want to make $1 million? Just put clothes on Pikachu. That's it. That's it. There's no. You don't gotta work hard. And people are like, oh, well, what about serialized cards? Who cares? We don't need serialized cards. Serialized cards is that of a dying card game or a dying franchise like baseball. Remember, like, the important thing about baseball, what saved sports trading cards, was serialized cards, because it came out of the junk wax era, because nobody wanted that shit anymore. But you don't do serialized cards when everything's booming. Now, look at recent sales. Catch 'em All Collectibles did the Pikachu Gray Felt Hat promo. We bought 400 of them, spent $50,000 on it, at average price of $125 per card. Tens of thousands of dollars he's going to make on that. Tens of thousands. James from ZNG just posted one Pikachu with a Gray Felt Hat, a pristine 10. I believe it was one of Dan's. Over $1,000 sale. PSA 10 Moonbreon, one of the most graded modern cards, one of the most hyped cards. As pops go up, you want to know what usually happens when populations go up, prices go down. You want to know what that Moonbreon did? Just crossed $2,000. Just crossed $2,000. Let's see old Jim Carson. Let's see where he's at. Let's go check. James always gives me free content. Just look at his. Just go share his. All right, where are we? There we go. We're gonna do this and do this. All right, James. Thank you, buddy. Thank you for giving me some free content. Do these break $1,000? Remember when the Bubble Mew was $500 in a 10? Everybody lost their mind over being. Remember this Charizard? It's $225, $300, $775. Confirm paid. I mean, obviously this is a lot tougher. This is only. I think there's only 1,000 of these. Japanese Garantina PSA 10, $4,700. Dark Dragonite. Say what you want about vintage. Vintage is still vintage in. Look at that. Ponchos. Current bids. I don't even know what that landed at. Probably broke a lot more than that. Well, forget about vintage. Unlimited pack. PSA Gem Mint 10. We are doing a 36 pack. Unlimited base set break on Fanatics Live Saturday the 25th. Me and Dan. Make sure you guys sign up through our referral link. You get free $25. Use code CATCHEM20 at checkout, and you get $20 off your first purchase. That's free $45. If you have a PSA membership, $150. That's $60 free dollars. That's $105 free dollars you get. You go buy yourself a nice Charizard pack artwork from our booster box. We're going to have this exact pack. And not only are we going to have this exact pack, we're going to have 12 of them. We're going to have 12 of these packs. You go, you buy one. Even if it's the light, you grade it, you hit a 10, you sell it for $1,200. Yeah, this is that Pikachu with a gray felt hat. Confirmed paid. $1,081. Look at that. Confirmed paid. Confirmed. $2,850. Sold PokeKids Umbreon VMAX on consignment at Charlotte Collecticon 2 years. Nope, was it Charlotte? No, yeah, Charlotte. 2 years ago. 2 years ago at Charlotte. So not 2023 in Charlotte. I sold this card for PokeKid. Not a little over 950 bucks, 9 or 950 in cash, whatever. Confirm paid. $6,000. Perfect then. Confirm paid. CGC base set Zard. $55,000. Look at this. He posted this card. Same Pikachu with gray felt hat. Pristine 10. He did this one on January 1st. That was this post. When was the $1,000 paid? 4 days ago. So on the 5th. From the 1st to the 5th, it went up $150. $150. You might say like $150. That's not a big deal. There's 30,000 of these cards graded. Hello, McFly. Listen, the math is mathin'. The Pokemon is Pokemon-ing. Alright. I'm gonna go back. Let's go read the chat now, seeing how I've ignored you beautiful, fine people. Oh man, I've been ranting so long I can't even get to the top. In a couple minutes we are gonna be ranting old Mr. Danny Ketchum collectibles. Total Zero says, as I walk through the valley of the MSRP booster boxes, I fear no evil. I scrolled down, I lost the top of the chat. So Solemn said the final EX era sets with a box topper has Holland Phantoms with the Mew. Okay, so Holland Phantom is the last one. Gotcha. Pokemage said Pokemon Center ETB cases are now extinct now. I'm telling you, people asked me what I thought the best performing investment of Prismatic Evolutions would be. And I said the best performing investment of Prismatic Evolutions is going to be if Pokemon sends sealed cases to people. There will be such a huge sealed case premium because for Prismatic Evolutions, originally when they dropped the pre-orders, you could order a pre-order limit of 4. And then Pokemon Center, like a little while later, changed that pre-order limit to 2, just like we saw with Journey Together. But when they very, very initially dropped, once again, you should be in that route Discord. If you're not in that route Discord, you are screwing up at a level that is unbelievable. But when they dropped those pre-orders, there was 4. And if Pokemon does ship those in a sealed case, those will be one of the weirdest, craziest sealed product premiums we've ever seen. And it's going to be so preposterous that it's not going to make sense to a lot of people. And the best part is there going to be a lot of people who won't even really know that premium exists. Those people that did get the 4 might break it down, which means there are even less that exist. That'll be your best Prismatic Evolution investment. And all that is just getting super lucky. Let's see. The first she said, I still haven't canceled my Pokemon Center booster box pre-order at 161 because I don't know if I'll be able to get it cheaper. We'll cancel later if he has to. Yeah. Snowy said, Hidden Fates Shiny Charizard PSA 10 is creeping up slowly, guys. Get one before people realize it's cool. Dude. Hidden Fates is finally starting to make a run. How long was Hidden Fates ETBs just stuck at 150? And then they finally started running. It just took a long time. But, like, that's the thing. Hidden Fates was never really a bad buy. I mean, especially if you're picking up at MSRP, it just, some products could potentially stay stagnant. We'll see what happens in this hobby. Like, Red said, where's the top? Fusion at 1K, Moonbryon at 8K. I don't know what is a top. Is there such a thing as a top in this hobby? Like, honestly, I mean that. Like, what does a top mean? All top means is that you expect people to not keep entering into the hobby. That's it. If we keep somehow I don't think this sort of ability to year over year have this many more people coming in and this much more money coming in. And the problem is people are very scared to like buying the Pokemon because alright, so in my last video, a lot of you guys liked it. I talked about some personal stuff. I didn't talk a lot about Pokemon, but some people really seem to like that video. But one of the things I didn't mention is during that conversation, when I talk, I'm running the thought of going full-time Pokemon. And one of the same thought, and it's the same thing I had with my wife, and she's like, yeah, it's great, but are you sure? And then I asked her this the other day. I said, would it make a difference if this was just a different job? And she goes, well, what do you mean by that? I said, no. Well, would it be different if it just wasn't Pokemon? Let's say it was anything else, and I was making the exact same dollar amount, making the exact same money. Would you feel different about it? And anybody that I tell this story to, would they feel different about it if I could just remove the word Pokemon? Because that's it. People just hear Pokemon and they're like, you're going to go full-time? You're going to quit your job to go full-time Pokemon? But now if I could have just replaced the word Pokemon with something else, then I feel like it would be more accepted. I've never had to have the, what do you do for a living? I'm full-time Pokemon conversation. Hopefully maybe I'll have that conversation in the future. But I think that is the hardest part when you talk about some of this stuff. Now, if somehow you could just replace what are you buying with a different product, remove the word Pokemon and make it something else. Like, oh, I'm investing in semiconductors because I think a lot of people are going to like semiconductors because we got a lot of, different like devices that are really requiring semiconductors. There's especially like all the chip shortages and stuff. And I think that I could corner the market a little bit and I could start selling these chips on the secondary market, whether it's automotive, whatever, and I think I can make money. I feel like people would, because semiconductor sounds like a cool word, people would be more on board with that. Be like, yeah, they can use it. But you can just, I don't know, it's just, you can make the same amount of money. And people would be like, oh, he has such a good job. He deals with this stuff. And it's like, oh, or he deals with Pokemon cards. Pokemon, All right. Yeah, guys. So I did tell my wife I would watch the new Beast episode. Oh my goodness, chat. You guys were on fire tonight. How many people even showed up to this live? There's 180 people watching right now. Oh my goodness. All right, guys. I'm going to try to go live more. I'm trying to make more content. Try to do another one where I go back and try to read some more of the chat. I gotta go watch TV with my wife. I promised her. Thursday night is one of the nights that I don't stream. But yeah, guys, after this live is over, you will be redirected immediately. So just stick around. You'll be redirected to the Dan Catch'em All Collectibles live. Make sure you raid him. Let him know PK sent you. And he's going to probably be talking about that base set booster box that me and him just bought. The fact that we're going to be doing that big auction on the 25th. I make sure you definitely stop by and check it out. Make sure you guys redeem that code. Make sure you use that referral link. Yeah, dude, we're booming. All right, guys. I love you guys. You guys are the great. This hobby's the greatest. It's that Billy Joel song, We Didn't Start the Fire, but it kept on burning. All the fires going on. This hobby's a fire. You got fires in California. You got fires in this hobby. No stopping it. All right, guys. Appreciate you. And as always, I'll catch you on the next video.